Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today's video is all about Android P, or as we should start calling it, Android Pie, because that's the whole pie. No more betas. This is the official release, and it actually officially being named Android Pie as of yesterday. Started rolling out the Pixel devices as well as Essential phones right out of the box. So today we're going to check it out on the Pixel 2 XL. I want to share with you guys all the latest features as well as digital well-being, since it's now officially available in beta on our devices. This is TK, and this is XDA TV. Here we have it, finally, the official release. August 5th, 2018 is the security patch, as well as we notice here is the PPR1. That's the release version 1 of Android 9.0. Clicking on the P here just gives us access back again to the same P. We don't actually have a Pi yet. The UI for the most part still works the same. The gestures are pretty much there. You can convert this over to have just a normal navigation bar. I personally prefer to use the gestures. The home button is pretty much the same. Pressing and holding it will launch the assistant. Of course, the squeeze functionality is also still working for us to be able to launch that. We have Google Now or the cards on the left. Everything works very, very nice. And of course, swiping back takes us home. The camera application, everything that's been running during the beta, at least the last beta release that they had, is pretty much still there. Volume rocker pretty much present on the right side. You're able to jump directly into the sound settings from there, as well as the power button being present on the right, present with the screenshot option. You notice the theme here, the black theme has been applied and it's still here. We still also have the ability of running or launching this quick option to be able to go into vibration mode if you're in a meeting or something like that. And of course, you can just get out of it by just clicking it and getting out and going back to normal. The gesture still works the same. The transition, the animation is pretty good. One swipe halfway takes us into the Recents application. You can swipe between them all, or you can use the little jog dial here to be able to switch between them, and then whatever position you stand in, it takes you back. The other thing, if you could just do a continuous swipe, takes you into the app drawer. We have the recommendations here. Of course, here it's telling me that I need to set the temperature on my Nest thermostat and or write a text message. And this will change depending on your usage. The other option, of course, halfway is you have these most recent or the more recent applications you've been using. So Home, Google Play Music, YouTube, text messaging or messages, as well as Gmail. The other option, of course, if we go up, press and hold on the actual icon, gives you the ability of jumping into split screen mode, app info, or pinging this screen. The other option, of course, is the ability to select text within these recent apps. So that's very nice, and it still works very good. Clearing all is pretty much just set to the left. Clicking it just clears everything for us. We are able to basically launch applications. Let's say this is YouTube, and then I can go back into the center, and I'm going to go in here, and I'm going to say launch it in split screen mode. You'll notice right there, it opened it up halfway, and it's asking me to open a second application so that it fills the second part of the screen. Very easy, very simple. And then if you're wondering how I have my YouTube application running in dark mode, I'll give you guys a link in the description below, of course, to check out that video. It's a very simple way using ADB, no root required, or no customized applications or modified APKs. Still have the categories that we had in the normal beta options. We do have a new option here called the digital well-being, and we'll get into that in a second. As far as the display, under battery first, we still have the ability of going under adaptive battery, and that's the ability for this system to using AI to be able to learn our usage and provide battery power and save battery power whenever apps are being used or need to be used, so that we have a longer battery life on our device. Of course, that's already turned on. You can keep that there, as well as the battery percentage. The other option here is a lot of the good things that happen here is under the display tab. Now we do have the night light turned on, and we also have adaptive brightness, and that option turns on and learns how we like to have our brightness set depending on the location and the time of day. Having that on will always really, really nice. Color saturation is pretty much set the same way. We have the ability of choosing between natural, boosted, or saturated. I like to keep mine as saturated. Of course, and then of course display size, font size, screensaver dock, ambient display, of course, you have that on, you'll be able to set it up. And when it comes to the theme, we have the ability of staying in a light theme or dark theme, or have it automatic based on the wallpaper. Now, I don't like to keep it as based on the wallpaper. I like to keep it more directly in the dark, so I like to keep a dark theme, and that's why I turned on. You'll notice my notification panel, my toggles are set to be in that way. So this is, again, still present and functional, although it doesn't translate into the settings for some reason. As this is one of the things they announced at Google I/O, but we haven't had access to this in the previous beta releases or even the alpha. We now have a the final version of Android P, but a beta version of the digital well-being. And the way this works essentially is it monitors the usage of your device based on your usage. It does go day by day, which means here, if you go into the actual dashboard, you'll notice I flashed my Android Oreo, the last build of Android P yesterday. So now at least I have a couple of days of data. And then of course on the main pie chart here is basically today's based information. You can go directly into the dashboard or go into wind down, which gives you the ability of kind of just turning off some of the stimuli that will give you a higher chance of staying awake longer at night. So it kind of turns off the color, goes to grayscale, turns on Do Not Disturb at a certain set time, and I have it between 9 p.m. and 5 a.m. And at that point, it makes it easier for me to basically go into that nice relaxed mode to be able to go to sleep. Very nice, very easy to use, and make sure that you definitely check it out. Now, as far as manage notifications, you can go in here and customize what can and cannot go through, as well as the Do Not Disturb functionality, which is really nice. And that you can be turned on either directly here, or if you want, you can go directly within the Do Not Disturb tab here. Turning it on will enable the same options that you set here as far as who can't call, the vibration, repeat callers, messages, and reminders. All of those things are set up within here. I'm looking forward to seeing how this actually ends up basically looking in about a week or so, as currently, again, I've only had it for a couple of days, and I'll share with you guys a link in the description below how to get this thing turned on, because installing the latest version of the latest version of Android Pie won't automatically turn on digital well-being. You do need to sign up as being part of a beta tester to get that on. Other than that, I think overall the UI looks pretty good. We still have all the same buttons, the functionalities, everything is smooth, everything runs fast. You notice there's no issues with animation, and I'm really happy with this build. This is by far the fastest release of a new Android version on our devices, when the fact that the hardware that this is supposed to come with is not even released yet. So keep that in mind. The Pixel 3 devices isn't even out, and we have a full version of Android Pie. So if you have a Pixel device or a Pixel 2 device, this is definitely very easy. Just check for the OTA or check for the update to the beta if you were part of it, and you'll be able to run on this very easy. If you were not part of the beta, check on it in a day or so. You should be able to get the full version of it as an OTA directly to your device. And of course, Essential Phone is also supporting it, as well as the other beta program participants like OnePlus 6 and so on should be receiving an update in the near future to bring you closer to the final version. As I think with OnePlus, they still have to make it very much an Oxygen OS version of it so that it becomes more customized and unique to the OnePlus ecosystem. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Have you tried the actual Android Pie on your device? Have you had your slice of pie? I don't know why, I would have liked it to stay Android P, but that's just me. Like and subscribe as usual to this channel, like and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys in the next video.